cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is For Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by my co-host, K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, and welcome to another Women Wednesday. Okay, let me start by saying, I ain't no relationship expert by a long shot, but I do have common sense. I have enough sense to know when a relationship is in trouble. Mm-hmm. Now, our listeners who are in relationships, they would know that all relationships is not peaches and cream, right? Mm. So, with that being said, I want the listeners who are in relationships to ask yourself, is my relationship on life support? Mm-hmm. Is my relationship on life support? Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be married. Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be living together either. But if you're shacking up, if you're married, if y'all live in separate places, if you've been in or if you're currently in a relationship, mm-hmm. is it on life support? Now, let's find out. I'm gonna throw some things out there, and I want you guys to tell me what is it if you're in a relationship. Tell me something that will, if you had to take a look at your own relationship, you'd be like, okay, this ain't gonna make it because of X, Y, and Z. Slash, give me one thing.
That's not gonna make it.
Yeah, like you, if you're in a relationship, your relationship is on. You looking at your relationship as a whole, you're not happy.
Yeah.
So life support means about to die. All you gotta do is just pull the plug. You need something to keep you like for instance, with life support, you got breathing tubes, right? Mm-hmm. Pumping that oxygen,
it
right?
have to be something
that's keeping you going. In a lot of cases, it's the kids. Mm-hmm. The kids will keep you there. In some cases, I'm gonna stay here because I can't pay my bills
that
by
puts
myself.
You on life support
by myself. So what I'm saying is, if you remove these things and those wasn't a problem for you, meaning that okay, we got kids, but kids gone. These kids ain't keeping me here. Mm-hmm. Or we got my paper good, my paper straight. I don't need her to pay bills, or I don't need him to pay bills. Mm-hmm. I can go on by my business.
Right.
So let's say in a perfect world, all your ducks are in a row. What is something she could do to be like, you know what? I ain't taking this shit no more.
Cheat.
Boy, that cheating.
That's a serious one, man. That's a serious one for me.
It is.
That cheating is something, boy.
Yeah.
That can come up at any time, huh?
Anytime.
That's
Comedian 96, talk to me.
And before that, cheat. This is the number one thing with me. Before the cheat even happened, this is for the man and the woman. When you break your pattern, and you're not giving me the same energy I've given you. When you break that pattern, you come home, you get off work, come home to me. Now
the tone of the conversation changes.
Yeah. When you break the pattern, your regular pattern, that's when you know So your attention is elsewhere now at this point.
Because the pattern is not the same. Mm-hmm. So
that's usually the first sign. The pattern switches up.
Okay. K Money, what are your thoughts?
I think something that we mentioned on a previous show, constant complaining, the Debbie Downer type of female, then that'll definitely as it grows old, you get tired of hearing it. probably want to be one to slap the fuck, eventually. It'll get to that point.
Yeah, that's
okay.
tough.
So I would think that one would be betrayal of trust.
Yeah.
Like,
I can agree with
I
that.
don't trust him no more.
Mm-hmm.
He done did whatever he done did to make me not trust him.
I agree.
Or she done did whatever she done did to make me not trust her.
That's actually probably the number one right there.
Yeah.
Broken trust.
What about unresolved hurts? Now I know that a lot of that mainly apply to women.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that unless now there are some men out here like this, but there are some men with unresolved hurt. So I don't want to put that all on the women.
Yeah.
There are some men with unresolved hurts,
right.
and they bring that and that constantly chip away in the current relationship.
That's the baggage that they carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's not fair to women. Just like
It's not fair.
on the
to
reverse
men,
side,
right.
it's not fair to men.
That's right.
Right.
But do y'all think that give me an example of a man having an unresolved hurt that could actually damage his current relationship?
He never got over the girl, and she never closed on whatever it was that he was trying to fill, whatever void he was trying to fill, but she wasn't closing with him.
Yeah, but what is the hurt? Like you say, he never got over her. Like unresolved hurt from a past relationship, and now he's in the current relationship, but he can't get past this unresolved hurt in that previous relationship, and now it's chipping away at his current relationship. Tell me something that a guy would that's common for a guy to do.
For a guy to do? I thought you said a girl.
Well, a guy. I'm asking a guy. Would he?
I believe this could go both ways. Being too friendly. Say.
Well, we know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We know it can go both ways. What I don't want to do is I don't want to. We put it all on females.
That's why I say both ways.
Yeah.
So
what I
this
don't
example is I hate to say it's both ways, but you'll know where I'm going.
We understand as men that female who blaming all men. Saying all men are dogs, all men are this, and all men are that because of their previous relationship. That's low hanging fruit. I know that there are men out here that have these types of baggages and they chip away at relationships. What I'm trying to figure out is what is that baggage that a man can bring to a current relationship that could potentially spoil that current relationship, and now she gonna pull the plug.
Okay,
it's
so
on life support. I'm done. I'm tired of putting up with this shit.
Here is it. Say a man was in a relationship prior, right? And he had a girl that was too friendly, too damn friendly, and then before you know it, she ended up cheating on him, right? Now he's in his current relationship. She probably not even cheating on him or nothing. But however, he remember his ex was too friendly. Now his current is also the same way. She's probably not a cheater at all, but it's still gonna mess with. He gonna be scarred up because he be like, man, this how my ex. In his head, he might not say it out loud, or he might say it out loud. This is how I broke up with my ex. She was too damn friendly. So you doing the same thing.
Is it the friendly or is it the cheating?
It's the consistency of what's happening. It's probably not even a cheating. It's in his head. It's like
it's the friendly.
Yeah. In his head, you being friendly, you gonna cheat just like my ex did.
So that's an emotional.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to get an understanding about. Is it the friendly, or is it the cheating that has him the unresolved hurt?
Right.
Was he hurt by his past being friendly, or was he hurt by his past being cheating? His past relationship, was he hurt because she was cheating, or was he hurt because she was too friendly?
It would be a combination of two, because it's like signs. It's like, okay, she was friendly, I let her make it, but then she ended up cheating, right? So if you go to the next one, this girl may just be friendly, but it's signs. Okay. You get what I'm saying? It started off with just being friendly.
Let's break it down. Let's not talk about the current relationship. Let's just talk about his past relationship, who he's no longer in a relationship. He's no longer in that relationship.
Right.
He's no longer in that relationship because that girl was friendly and she cheated, right?
Right.
Now, he goes to his new relationship with unresolved hurts. He's hurt.
Right.
Now, which is the baggage, right?
Right.
Now, what was he hurt about? Was he hurt from the cheating?
And that's what I'm
Or
thinking.
was he hurt because
I should have broke it down.
she was just friendly?
Yes, what I'm saying. I should have broke it down. Say they were together 2 years, and everywhere they go, grocery store, movies, whatever.
I just need to know why he was hurt.
That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm telling you. Just say everywhere they went together, she too damn friendly wherever they went. Over a 2-year span, if it's keep happening, eventually it'll bother him. And then when she eventually cheats, and he carries over to the next relationship, it's going to bother him with whoever he gets with if he meets a girl that's too friendly. So he's scarred up, is what I'm trying to say. He's scarred up from being friendly.
Okay, that's what I've been trying to find out, man. Was he hurt because of cheating?
But it carries over because she cheated too.
We understood that is carrying to the next relationship. He got unresolved hurts. But what is it? What's his trigger? What's his trigger in the new relationship? What is triggering?
The friendliness.
Okay, so he's scarred from the friendliness.
Gotcha.
Because he's going to assume that she's going to cheat. So his trigger is her being friendly.
Friendly, right.
All right.
We went all the way around the world.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
I made some stops too.
Yeah.
I had to go get some.
K-Money, talk to me, man.
I think his the hurt he's bringing or trying to get over, whatever the question is.
Mm-hmm. Unresolved hurt.
Unresolved. He being compared to, in the previous relationship, she was always comparing him to somebody that was more successful than he was. So coming into the new relationship, as soon as she mentioned something similar to that on them lines, that probably trigger that past hurt.
So actually I touched on that on a previous show where you're in a relationship and you're constantly being compared to another person's relationship, somebody in another relationship. So I get it. So that actually falls in line with number 3, constant criticism. Okay, so let me ask y'all, could your relationship be considered on life support if your girlfriend, or for the ladies, your boyfriend, whomever, your spouse or significant other, they no longer care about your dreams or goals? Meaning, so in a nutshell, she or he is no longer supportive.
Yeah, that'll cause it to be over.
It's over.
Definitely, yeah.
Support. Yeah, I mean
support.
Yeah, it's a support system. We need to support each other in both aspects. You can't. It's a wrap at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so your dreams and goals. If she, if you tell her, look, babe, I really love this comedy thing, and I want you to support me with this comedy thing, and how you feel about it, blah blah blah, and she's like, no, I ain't with that.
I ain't with that.
That's enough to be like, okay, to pull the plug.
Yeah, it's a difference if you saying, I'm at your clubs every night. I'm always with you. Now, tonight I'm tired. That's different. But if you just, I ask you one night and ask you again, you just completely stop. Yeah, that's you can't. Nah. That's even with vice versa. If I'm supporting her, say she doing, I don't know, Mary Kay, and she always does little get-togethers, and I stop supporting her and doing stuff. It's the same thing for me too. Yeah, it should be over once you stop supporting each other. I think relationships are okay. So Freddie G, you're married. So this part of the game, we're all single. We can speak on this.
Okay, go for it.
So break up. Unfortunately, you can see it in stages, and it's a certain stage that people should exit, and they don't. All right. So first, and guys, us 2 guys, us 3 that's all single, and you agree with me if I'm wrong. Towards the end, it's first it's lack of communication. You ain't talking, right? And then second, remember I told you the patterns. Because once you stop communicating for so long, now one of the other person's patterns gonna start breaking. Either we gonna start going to the butt naked club, or she gonna be going to lunch with the guy at work or whatever. She ain't gonna do nothing yet. She gonna wait to see, and we ain't gonna do nothing. yet. We're going to wait to see if we can fix what we got, because we don't want nobody new. All right? Now, when you start breaking that pattern, that's usually the exit, right? But we don't. We stay. And we go to the next stage where I don't want to see her with nobody else. She don't want to see me with nobody else. And you're in the same house. Y'all won't break up, though. But y'all don't want to see each other with nobody else.
But now you're stalking almost now. Now you're about to become a
yeah,
stalker.
and this is the stage. So now this is where you really should break up, because now you're going, after that stage, you're just going to hate each other. You're going to start hating each other. I think people need to realize what stage they is and need to break it off, because you don't want to get to the point where you hate the other person.
So I'm curious now.
Yeah.
You gave an example, and then but prior to you giving an example, you said, Freddie G, you're married. It's 3 of us here that's single. Tell me why you thought I wouldn't be able to understand that.
Well, you've been married for
X amount of years.
X amount of years.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, you haven't been single ever for a long time.
Okay.
So
but you know,
we've been broke up.
But
single.
you know, I was single prior to being married, and you know, I've dated.
You probably don't remember.
I've dated prior to being married. So,
but you know, you was waiting on your wife. You was just waiting on your wife, and everybody else you was just slanging and banging.
Oh.
So
Okay.
let me stop.
Okay, so this next one here. So what about you're constantly, or he or she constantly bringing up the past? Do you think that that's a sign of the relationship being on life support, getting ready to is on life support? We barely hanging out here, constantly bringing up the past.
Yeah, and I say that for 2 different reasons. If she's constantly bringing up the past, then what in the past did you do for her to keep bringing up? So I think you're going to have to think about yourself, number one, on that one. Because what the hell did you do to make her keep bringing up this past? What are you doing? You may be the problem. Maybe you need to be more open-minded. But that's how I feel, about that.
Okay. K-Money, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Bringing up the past.
Okay.
Yeah, I think also I think a lot of us need therapy. We need counseling for the past, the stuff that happens in the past.
Maybe you need a little bit of counseling.
No, seriously, you got to think. You can't go on from the next relationship holding on to stuff. You need to talk to somebody about it. Get that shit out.
So you've done this. You've held on to something.
You shouldn't
in
get into the
relationship
relationship if you're not over,
If you're not right,
But you shouldn't go on to the next relationship
Right.
if
You're
you
not
haven't
supposed
got
to.
that
You
right.
shouldn't.
So that's what I'm saying. Most of us probably need counseling, because it's sometimes it's a hump you just can't get over, and you need to talk to somebody about it.
Let me reel that in for a second. So I'm listening, and it sounds like it's lining up with bringing baggage from a previous relationship.
Right.
That's not what I'm talking about when I say constantly bringing up the past.
I think I'm on the wrong show. My bad.
You're in your current relationship, and something that you should have gotten over
yeah.
keeps
still
coming
bringing it
back.
up. Yeah, she's still bringing it up.
Now, here's the thing, though. Does that work with men? Do men bring, because we can't put all of this on the woman. Do men actually
Yes.
constantly be bringing up the past on something that should have been buried?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I think
Some
we both
guys do.
Some guys do.
Give me, I know that ain't nobody here at this table, right? But give me an example of something that men, that you may have heard or seen on television, something where a man keeps, I said television, where a man keeps bringing up the past that, hey, we should have gotten past this. I messed up. Like for instance, if you're bringing up somebody's past, that means that person did something wrong. And you can't get over what that person has done.
You can't get past it.
You can't get past it. So
it's affecting your life.
although y'all have talked it out and thinking that it was supposed to be hashed and apologized and it's done, we're good, let's move on.
Yeah.
Every now and then it keeps coming back, and a man is bringing this up. Give me an example of where a man would keep bringing up a woman's past. after they supposed to have gotten over it. The male.
If he knew something about her past,
yeah. Give
like
me an example.
years before.
No, they were together.
Oh, they were together at the time.
They either when they was together or I met you, you were like this, and now boom.
Man, I don't know, because I don't really. I've never done that.
Okay. What about you, Comedian 96? You don't know?
I do, but it works backwards, not the way you think, right? Listen.
Okay.
I had an ex that could cook her ass off, but when I get to a relationship, next relationship, she can't cook at all. But I kept bringing that shit up. You don't never cook. You don't never. Are you talking about that? You don't never cook. My ex cook all the time, but you don't.
No,
never.
you keep bringing the ex. I'm talking about your current relationship.
Right, but I'm bringing this up to my current. I'm like, you need to cook something every Sunday. We don't have
And
that here.
who you comparing her to?
My ex.
This is not about the ex.
Okay, then
I
never
keep
mind.
telling you.
You did.
Okay.
I can't. That's the only thing I can
All
think
right.
of. I'm like,
So
I'm
let
with
me-
Slash.
What
I can't
about you,
think of nothing.
Comedian? I mean, I'm sorry, K Money.
Yeah.
Nothing. You got nothing.
Actually, say somebody, a solicitor was at the house or whatnot, and you let him in. A male solicitor you let him in the house, but you weren't at home. So when you get home, you know, we obviously she shouldn't have let this man in the house with you not being there. So that's something that you could keep I can see a man throwing back in a woman's face. If I leave you, how I know you ain't gonna let another motherfucker up in this house? And not even that she did anything wrong, because like I said, this person here was soliciting, but it could go either way.
Light man. I mean, selling some solar panels
Any
on the
motherfucker,
house.
yeah.
Gotcha. Great example. Here's one. I met you in the strip club. You was a stripper. And I made you my gal.
I forgot
That's
about
his
that
fault,
one.
though. He got
And
to
now,
question himself.
she ain't no longer stripping,
Yeah.
but in his mind,
She's stripping. In his
You know,
mind.
Yeah. That's
She-
who she was.
Yeah.
To him.
Yeah.
and he's constantly
Yeah.
bringing it up.
But he knew that. That's still his fault.
Yeah, but I'm saying though,
Yeah.
but he's constantly bringing it up.
She
That's a
gonna get
good
sick
one.
of
That's
that.
Or she was a pill head, or she drank a lot,
Yeah.
drink a
It's
lot,
a lot of that.
or smoked a lot.
Yeah.
Or gambled a lot.
Yeah, and now it's like, hey, we're supposed to be evolving and growing together, get better, and you still
On that.
doing that
on the
bullshit.
same stuff.
Yeah.
So, man, steady bringing it up.
Clubbing a lot.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a good one. Clubbing a lot.
So it ain't always on the women, but we seem like to be programmed like that. A woman is always bringing stuff up, but
Right.
there are men out here that
That do it.
constantly do
Yeah.
that stuff, bringing up the past, right? And so, what about taking each other for granted?
You need to make it multiple choice. I done got every last one of these motherfuckers wrong. Make it multiple choice.
So just taking each other for granted, man. And so one more before we get out of here, right? I think that a good sign of your relationship being on life support is being financially irresponsible. Man, them
Yeah.
finances
Yeah, you ain't
will
lying.
tear home up, man.
Yeah, it will. That's definitely.
But they say
that's number one.
60 something percent.
I believe that's the number one
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, man. So in closing, man, I'll say this here, man. Love is durable. Love is flexible. Trust is fragile. Once trust is broken or repeatedly broken, the relationship is in trouble. This includes another dope episode. Tune in tomorrow for Think Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.